I'm going to show you my web page, not necessarily to inspire you to do yours because mine is fairly plain, but to give you some of the basics of what you would do. This is the home page, and you can create different types of pages. I've created home, publications, and within publications, if I click on one of these areas, then I have the sub-publications, but I can go back to publications. I've posted some videos, and I could post more. My research interests and conference presentations where I did some virtual conferences and our online master's program. Now you might want to label this grants or projects. I've done that, previous projects. And then I list my students' work. So students I'm working with, and then if they've finished a thesis, I put their thesis here, and then I put a link to the library digital storage of their thesis. And then I put in what I'm teaching. You could do a number of things, but that's a basic page. All right, so if we're looking at a basic page, let me show you how you might create that. Now you create a free account in Weebly, and that allows you actually to create 10 web pages. So you could create web pages for your courses or whatever, but all you have to do here is add a site. And then you have to pick a theme, and there's a lot of themes in here, but I would recommend doing the personal theme and then a favorite of mine. I didn't know it was called Mandy Miller, but it's one that I can work with because it has the basic titles up top. You can choose whatever you wish, but I'm going to choose that one. And if you choose a theme, you can always change it afterwards. Now you have to immediately pick some sort of subdomain, a name of your web page. You could put Dr. Robin K or whatever. I'm just going to put test K59, and it'll tell you when it's available, and that's your free site. All right, and so I'm going to just do continue, and here's the site. So at this stage, you could just put your title here, like Dr. Robin K, or whatever you want to do. And then you have the home page. And so if I want to drag something in the home page, it's as simple as dragging in text, and there's the text, and then I can start adding text if I want, and you can see here that you can use bold and italics. You can change the size and the colors and put in bullets or do whatever you want to do there. You could drag in images. So if I want to drag an image, I could drag it, and if you look here, I'm dragging it right beside here, so the image would go right beside the click here to edit. So I could have an image, and then I could type in some text. If I didn't like that, I just click delete, and I can delete. So I can drag a lot of things in here. I could drag in, let's see down here, I'm pretty sure I could drag in a YouTube video and a slideshow. Probably you're going to use text and images. If you want to do side-by-side text, I'm going to just put this again right beside the text there. So then I have two columns if I wanted to do, and if I wanted to have, say, I wanted to have 3 columns, I could do that. And I have 3 columns in a row, and I could just type information in there. So I'm just going to leave this blank at this point. Now, this home page is pretty plain. It's just what we want. But if you go to the weddings, now I don't even want weddings there. And of course, unless you're doing research on weddings, that's not going to work for you. So what you want to do is actually, what I would do is go to Pages, and I'm going to click on this. And obviously, I'm not going to call it weddings. I'll put Publications. And I don't really want a header on this, so I'm just going to put no header. And there we are. It's a blank page. And so let's go to all of them here, actually. So if I go back here, publications here, I might want to put in projects. Let's put in grants. I want no header. And I'm back there. And then I might want to put in my students. here, students. Again, no header. And then I just go back. Okay. And then I don't want this here. I don't know what that's about. So I'm just going to get rid of that. That. So if you don't like something, you just hover over it and delete it. I guess that was blog posts. So I actually don't like that. That could happen where you have this was blog post. So I could just do something like delete this page. And what I could do is take my publications page and do a copy of that. And I could just drag that up, edit it, and then put in students. Okay. And then there's a contact page here, which I don't particularly like. So I might change that. Again, I'm just going to go to contact. I don't want a header. And then I can put in my contact information if I want to do that. So that's actually how you create a web page. It's pretty straightforward. If I wanted to put my publications, a list of my publications, I would click on the publications page here. And then I'm going to go to build now. All right. And then I could drag in some text and copy in my publications here. Now, if you want it that big, you can do that, or you can reduce the size of the text if you want. And it works pretty well. If you want to put a link on text, you highlight and then click on the link. It's pretty straightforward. It's similar to other editing things with word processing or Google Docs. And then at the end, of course, you want to publish this. You'd have to click on publish. And we're just going to use that continue, and that would actually publish it, and that would be the name of the web page. I'm not going to do that because this is just a test. So that's how you would start your own web page. A big problem for you is just having your publications ready, giving an idea what you want to put, an image on your web page and an introduction, and then you can put your students there, grants. I didn't add teaching. If I wanted to add teaching, I could go to pages. I could take this student page and copy it and bring that up. So I have two student pages. All I need to do is just change the name to teacher, teaching. And we now have publications, students, teaching, grants, contact. And so you can put anything you want in there, probably not too many more of those. And the nice thing is this will actually look really good on a mobile phone as well. So that's how you would do it in Weebly. You could use Wix as well. I just wanted to give you an idea of how easy it is to actually do your own web page.